Yo, we're live. I'm about to unmute you, Stovall. We're here live again. Trade sessions where we at Wednesday. We're doing some setups. I got Mac. I got Stovall with me, and let's get it, man. Let's get into some cryptos or setups. So how y'all doing tonight? First of all, y'all boys good, man.
Good, man. Can't complain.
I'm good, man. I got no complaints.
Good deal. Good deal. All right, man. Anything y'all want to look at in particular? I know we all in DOGE, so.
What the one we talking about the other night?
Mac, you muted.
I'm two-way talking right now.
All right, so what was the other one we were looking at? Star Moon or something like that? The new one?
I know one was on what's the one called Intel or something? Intel.
Oh, talking about the stock, the INTQ.
Yeah, the one y'all were talking about the other night.
Yeah, INTQ is interesting, man. I'm holding off on that actually. Let me pull that up. Let's pull that one up. And let me bring that to the screen. So INTEQ, this is what we're watching. And I already got it charted. And as you see, I got the Fibonacci set right here. Hang on, let me play with it a little bit. First levels. All right, here we go. And so with Fibonacci, man, what I do is I chart the you go from swing high to swing low, or swing low to swing high, either one, whichever the move is, whichever way the trend goes. And then what you're doing is measuring the momentum of that move. And when we looking at INTEQ, man, like I like how price wise, like in the charts, is beautifully set up. But we all know with stocks, it's like a sentiment thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like what your business model is, what your profits, what your stake in the game, you know, how you're gaining market share, stuff like that. And so that's what we really need to watch. But I like the price range, and to be honest, considering like their financial plan, they're planning, even though they filed bankruptcy, they were doing that to reorganize some debt. And I seen a story recently where they've basically halved their debt, and they came out with a deal with all their creditors to halve all their debt. And all this in the meantime, all this while they purchased a whole company, GoGo, that is a leader in the the Wi-Fi in the planes, the satellite Wi-Fi, and basically also a lot of ground infrastructure as well. So, and last year around September, October, I believe they brokered a deal with the government so that the government is basically using their infrastructure for the 5G. So that's why I say, yeah, in the short term, they might not have the profits coming up, but I think long term, as with any like infrastructure stock, if you're looking at an infrastructure stock, this would classify as one, not like your normal tech stock. Infrastructure stocks, excuse me, takes a little bit longer to mature, but it's a definitely long term play. It's something like I said, minimal risk. It's less than 40 cents right now. You know what I'm saying?
And this that intake we were talking about on E-Trade, right?
Yeah, INTQ, Intelsat. Like you see this move right here that happened in February because of the quarter reports, but and just crazy shit that's going on, the sentiment. And there was a story about the I forget exactly what it was, but I did see it. But as you see, like every time it got down, no matter how strong the move down it was, like it's bounced back. You know what I'm saying? And like when I see stuff like this, bro, as a forex trader, like when I look at stuff like this tells me something in forex. Now, stock is a bit different, but I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So we got these things called formations, and basically what this is what we call a flag formation, which is a sign of a reversal. All right. So basically, you got this strong move down, right, to this price range. And as you see, like price never really gets above, never really is rising. And so you have this flag right here. And that's usually a signal of a reversal. And then what you do is you watch the current price. I mean, this is forex stuff, but just like I said, chart wise, when you just looking at purely the technical aspect of this particular stock, you see the flag formation set up. Forex I'll set it up a little bit different. I draw it a little bit clearer, but I'm doing it here because this chart is really it's real choppy. But as you see, like every time that price comes down, boom, buyers come in. Every time that price get down here, buyers come in. So it's like, all right, we need to. This is a very key price area. Price hasn't went lower, and no matter how strong the buyers are, I mean the sellers are, they still haven't been able to push this price lower than 30 cent for the past, since last June. And it's just been, as it goes up, went up to 89 cent, came back down. So I'm expecting another rise to come as the earnings reports come out, though. You know what I mean? So hold up. I mean, you can drop some change on it if you want to. Just forget about it, because like I said, it's a long term play. I think, and just drop some change on it. You're not worried about losing. It is what it is with it. That's kind of trade this is.
So that's kind of throw some money on it and forget about it.
Forget about it. Yep. Set your levels and forget about it. Mac, you muted. Oh, you weren't talking. Okay. Sorry. But I was just saying, yeah, it's one of those trades where you just kind of set it in. Set your levels, like how much you want to, set your stop out levels, how much you want to cut your trade, check on it like, once or twice a week. Maybe even, more frequently if you want. Especially we got with the trades in our portfolio, you're gonna see it anyway, but just something that, you're not really just in the forefront of your mind, in my opinion. It's like a long-term play. And this is on the 4 hours, so you see, like, it's really been, since June, it's really been in this range, right? And first, this is a sign of reversal. Hasn't broken through. Every time it gets right here, the buyers respond, and it definitely looks like technical wise, it's like a real good play. Now when we dig into it and you see my moving averages here, this black line, this blue line, is kind of gold yellowish line. Those are like the 5, the 15, 13 and the 50 moving average. That's basically like the average price of the last 5, 13 and 50 candles. And that's kind of gives you different time frames. It kind of gives you kind of a gauge as to what the market wants to do. So, any more y'all want to look at, man? That's INTQ pretty much. We that's where we kind of at. I would say get in now though, within the next week or so, because I think they have earnings coming up either next month or in June. They released like a report or whatever.
What about? Did y'all want to discuss the safe moon?
Not a lot of info on it. Let's see if we can find it on
We're still
Trading.
researching on that one.
Let's see. No chart data on it.
Can't hear you, Matt.
I want you to chart that forward too, bro. I know y'all don't like my forward play talk. Chart that forward for me.
On Ford Motors?
Yeah.
They like it $13 night now, I think. Last time I seen it.
Well, let's take a look at it. It's at 1173. This is right here, symbol F. That's it. Symbol F.
He said, "Yeah."
Okay. Let's see. So what I do normally, I back up. I go from the weekly, right? And I look at kind of like what's been happening. So let's look at from Obama term to now. So this is house market crisis, bailouts, all that crap right there.
You want to make that bump?
Yeah, because I'm trying to see historical price. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're doing. Yeah.
So price was pretty low, dropped down, bailout happened, sales started happening. You see the trend reaches peak at $18, almost $19. Pull back, all right? Pull back, continue trend, and then we had this kind of downtrend right here, and then pandemic hit, and everything kind of dropped, like everything in the market. And then now we're in this uptrend, and let's see. We're in this uptrend. Let's see what we got. Let's go to the daily. All right, so one thing I noticed on the weekly is we were definitely in the uptrend, but then we have this big gap right here with our moving averages. And anytime that happens, like it never just keeps spreading. It's always a pull. It's always a closure, correction in the market, so to speak. You can see it at any trend. You know what I'm saying? Whenever it does, it has to level out, come back, right? Like it's just how it is. Like you can always look at it. Even the gap on the drops on the bottom side, it has to come back.
I'm sorry, I ain't mean to cut you off. So you think that Ford is in the buy zone right now, right?
I don't know yet. Let's see. Like I said, what scared me is we're on this uptrend, but see, bro, we got this big gap right here between our moving averages, and so that usually, I mean, it has to correct. You know what I'm saying? Like usually with charts, it corrects. Like it, I don't know when, but it does. You know what I mean? Like that's just how it is, because this is how people are, and people control the market. So when I'm looking at it, like,
so
let's go down to a smaller time frame. How long? Let me finish it up, because that's just on the weekly. So that's on the higher time frame, which gives us an overview of the higher move, right? So we know it's on the uptrend. Now, if we know it's on the uptrend, we want to catch it on some pullback. So, like, for instance, price rose and then it pulled back to here. Price rose again, then it pulled back to here. Price rose again, then it pulled back to here. So you see the kind of steps it's been taking. It actually pulled back a little bit more, just like a retracement here, which is December of 20. Okay, and then as soon as it flipped over to 2021, we're back on this uptrend. So we got, you see what I'm saying? So it has to come back, and it looks like it's coming back right here on the daily. So if we look uptrend, you know what I'm saying, we got new highs, this is a price level to be respected. And then so it's reacting to this same price level right here. So I buy
Nah, we waiting on it to pull on all the way back, ain't we?
I buy, yeah, because see, here's the thing, man. On the daily, you see we got the first cross. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. See, I got these moving averages up here to kind of give me a gauge of momentum, right? And so the yellow one is the ones that's going to follow the yellow line. The yellow trend line is, the yellow moving averages is going to follow closely with the candlesticks because it's a 5. So it's like the average of every 5 price candles, right? Every candlesticks. So the thing is if we if that crosses over the blue, which is a moving average of the 13 candlesticks, right? Exponential moving average of the 13 candlesticks. Then if it crosses, that means, hey, we on a smaller scale, we're moving in a different direction, right? So momentum wise. And so if that keeps going, now we got to cross over so right here, we got a cross of the blue, and then we just got a cross of the black. About 50 moving average. Now, last time we just touched the 50. And took right off. It might be something now. Doesn't these two moves look similar? This one and this one. They look similar. They look very similar. And recently, you see how price is reacting. Let's go down to the 4-hour. Look at price right now. Look at, as soon as we got back to that respected area right here, this 1150 area, between 1110 and 1150 area, price jumped back up. So everybody likes that price for some reason. Like investors like that price on the pullback because it was respected before.
Okay. I appreciate that. That actually made regular sense to me.
Let me clear out some of this clutter real quick.
I got
you. But you see what I'm saying? So what I would do, Matt, is just keep an eye on it. You in it? I'm looking at this I'm gonna look at it now. But yeah, I mean, now another thing is concerned, that was a small sell, a strong pullback right here. So whatever that was, a lot of times that shit be used to kind of scare, you know what I'm saying? To scare people like, oh shit, sell, like we was talking about with the DOGE, you know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. It was a strong sale, but as soon as we got down to that price range, it popped right back. So I'm like, was it really a sale? Or you trying to get price at a certain range? Trying to get back in at a certain, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking at. Just keep an eye on that, bro. Yeah, even though, and you see here, we go down to the 1 hour. We've been had our cross of so if you notice, we've been had a cross here on the 1 hour of the 13, and then we crossed over the 50 here, and the 30. I mean, the 13 crossed over the 50 here. So then, that gave us a good sign of a pullback. Now it comes down. Yeah, that's good. This concerns me here. This strong drawback, but now we're starting to cross over back over to cross over to 13 again. And but again, remember what I tell you about these gaps, man, with the moving averages. Like that shit it might do something like this, bro.
I can dig it. It got to sell correct.
Yeah, so it might just so this price, this little green, these buyers that are coming in. I mean, yeah, they coming in hot, but you see momentum slow down quick right here. Like right here, momentum slowed down quick. They came in hot and momentum slowed down quick. So if you look at this move versus this move, who's stronger?
I
You
can
know what
dig
I'm
it too.
saying?
Yeah, I'm
So,
saying I'm tracking now. I'm looking
so
at it on
then,
my other plane. I mean, on my other
yeah,
page, on my trade view.
and so then you look, then check this out. So then now we know, okay, this move is stronger. We know we're gonna get a correction. We already know we're in a retracement. You feel what I'm saying? We already know we're in a retracement. Yeah, it did pull back before and then jump back up. But look at the difference in the moves. Let me show you. Right? Look at look at
Hey, Tuck. Hold on 1 sec. I'm gonna be right back, Tuck.
Go ahead. I'll
I
just
had
drop
to
them real quick.
download Google Chrome. I would try to log in on my laptop.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you want to run or say Chrome setup?
You trying to log into the stream?
Yeah, but I got to download Google Chrome first.
Okay.
The download now asks me, do I want to run or save Chrome setup? What
Yeah,
that
you
mean?
can run it.
Run it.
You gonna run it? Yeah, you gonna run it because I mean saving it just you gonna end up running it anyway.
Yeah, I picked that one. I can do it on here. That way, I can look at what you're talking about. You ask me something, I can look on my phone at my little stock and stuff.
Yeah, I can make it the full so you guys can see.
I think I'll do it that way. That way I can look at my phone and look up some stuff while you talking on a laptop and look up different ones or whatever. Do you want to allow following program to make change to this computer? Should
All
I
right,
say yes?
so yeah, you run that.
Somebody said, do I want following program to make change to this computer? Hit yes.
Yep. Because it has to register.
Your download will begin
Put it,
automatically.
it has to, register and stuff. You see dry. But yeah, I'll pause right here. I'm looking at this, man, and it did the same thing though. Like it literally did the same thing right here. And pushed up to new highs. And pulled back again. Did not touch the 50. Continue to make slightly new highs. Momentum ran out.
Which one are you looking at now?
I'm still looking at forward. I'm just
I thought about doing forward last year. They kind of scared me, man, because it like I think it was like 14 or 15 or something. Then it kind of dropped back down, and then it stayed down for a minute.
anyway, everything was down last. COVID, man. COVID killed it.
Good point. Yeah, good point.
COVID killed all the anything tied to travel, anything tied to like everything bombed except like like retail really didn't take a hit. Not if you were e-commerce. That actually went up, but you got stuff like tech, anything tech went up, like Zoom and all these new IPOs that dropped. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking about that. My head was in Forex a lot. And I was watching that UJ, man. I was watching a lot of USD pairs because of the COVID and how the election and everything was shaking out politically. So that all those things definitely affected the market in a way. Definitely affected the market in a way. So I'll go ahead and continue to look at this, man. Just the more I look at Ford, you see this move? It did not. So that move was very strong. It didn't even touch back here to the 50, right? Like it just kind of did its thing, pulled back. So let's see how much it pulled back. Let's go to our Fibonacci. It's our fib. So swing high. Let me switch these up. Sorry about that. Nope, that's right. Okay. So our move is here. It only pulled back to the 38. Oh, you bet. It only pulled back to the 38. So I'm using this tool, brother, called the Fibonacci retracement tool.
Yeah, it's one like old Bubba using. Remember I had sent you that thing on IG?
Yeah. It's similar. It's very powerful, bro. Like it's I can't chart without it. Like as far as judging trends and stuff. So
that's why I heard that word before it. And I'm like, man, that sounds familiar. When I heard you say it, like that sounds familiar.
yeah, it's Fibonacci retracement tool. It's powerful. And basically what it does is you take you're looking at the entire trajectory of a move.
Mm-hmm.
And you're judging how long and how hard the pullback is, right? How fast and how hard the pullback is, and to what level. So looking here, it almost touched. So if you look at this move, so like from here, from this swing all the way up here, and then it pulled back all the way down almost to the 50, right? So that means it almost pulled back to half of its trend. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it did. If I
Actually, it's not that difficult once you learn the language.
yeah. Well, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's like it. You know, if you look at it right, like right here, went up, came back down, almost to the 50, and then now, and then it continued up, right? So that was a pullback. The pullback was at the 50. The turn came. You see the moving averages happen. And that's why you get in on those crosses. You know, when they cross over, and then boom, that bitch just shot back up. But all right, so then if we move this Fibonacci over to this move, right? So let's say this move started the second breath of that trend. I would say started right here.
Yeah. Yeah, about right there. Start going back up.
Yeah, because it moved, but it didn't really make a higher high right here until this move right here. So this was the move that actually broke it through, which is where our trend started. So now when we go up, and that bitch, so that was the top, and it pulled all the way down past the 78, all the way to 0. So now, if this was a trend, it completely retraced, which I don't think it may. And now that I look at it, it may be the formations of a range. We may end up in a range for a little while, something like this right here.
You think it'll go back down?
No, I think it's going to be within these price levels. So, like, let me show you what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's a little better because when it was far away, you're like, we're going down, but you brought it closer. No, that's up there.
Oh, I mean to do that. I want to delete my.
I see what you're saying, though.
Yeah, so like the move was up and it pulled all the way back to where the move started. Right here. So it's where the next trend kind of started moving up right here. Got to the high, which is here, and pull back. So now that's why I say it's kind of okay. We kind of in this range. Now Ford, it may jump back up a couple dollars to 13, and we'll have to gauge the momentum at that time.
Yeah, I think he's going 13 and going back down.
Yeah, see, then that's what it did. It got to 13 and a half and pulled back over the last few days, the last week or so. So that's what we got to keep an eye on. Let's look at Bitcoin, man. Everybody's excited about Bitcoin, right? I got to go back out to the weekly for this one. Bitcoin is always a long-term move, so you got to look at the long-term move. I remember calling this out. Hang on, let me zoom back in. Sorry. But I remember calling this out in this price area. And then here, you see I got it already charted. Like I got in at 3, got out at 8, and then I should have just held, though.
I remember talking about a year ago.
Yeah, I should have just held. I played with it a little bit around the 12K mark, around here, 10 to 12K. And I got out like a few months before it broke out. And the first breakout. And I should have got right back in around 18K. I was like, and it broke out again. I was like, fuck. And then I seen this pull back out because I'm looking for this major correction right here.
But then it go like 18 and back to like 15 or something.
Yeah, like it went to.
Then it was shot up after that.
Yeah. Hang on, let me pull up another chart because pull up the Coinbase one. Coinbase should give us the full. There we go. All right, so it shot up to 20K, almost 20K, right? 19 and some change. And then it pulled all the way back down to 3K, almost 3K. So I'm looking at it like, so if we look at the correction in that's like, that's a lot of fucking money from 19 to 3. That's a big percentage, like 80-some% of a pullback. You know what I'm saying? Like money-wise. So if that's the case, like I said, bro, whenever you had these gaps, whenever you had these gaps, hang on, let me make it full. Whenever you had these gaps in the with the trend lines, I mean with the moving averages, they gotta close. You know what I'm saying?
And then they kind of just shot up without closing.
Yeah, and then they boom, that pulled back. And so that was the 2017, 2018 move, right? And so this is the 2020, 2021 move. And that gap got to close. Just from a technical standpoint, I've never seen a chart where that doesn't end up either pulling back or hitting some kind of plateau. You know what I'm saying?
And like that one keeps shooting up though.
Yeah, it does. But look how much time this is, bro. These are years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like if we want to focus in on like if we look at this is 20 November, so this is December 2017. And the whole 2018 it pulled back. 2019 we got a little bit of momentum. The whole 2020 it stayed in a range. You see what I'm saying?
Then the end of 2020, beginning of 21, they went crazy.
And then the next trend started. So now, how long did this upline? So from 2016, we had a steady up move all the way. So from this move started, let's say. September 2015 to December 2017. So 2 years it took here to get to that, to 19K. It took 1 year, so half the time, to more than double, make new highs, right?
True, true.
So that's half. So it took 1 year. Last time it took 2 years, from 16 to right, from end of 15 to end of 17. And then we ended up in this price, in this range, right? And then now we got this, and it's like, I'm looking at it, bro, and then look at the momentum. It got to correct. Like, it's going to correct. I don't know how big a percentage, but if you look at the correction, normally it corrects 80% or better. I don't think it's going to be that just because of the sure volume. I don't think it's going to be that much, but definitely 50%, 40, 50% pullback. Easy. Let's use a fib on it. Fibonacci. Move started. We'll put it right here at our crossover. Oh, that's the wrong way. Here we go. And let's put our move right here when we crossed over. So, I mean, look at, boom, strong ass move up, pull back, strong move, pull back, strong ass move back up, pull back. So it's right now, it pulled back to the 23% Fibonacci, but yeah, so definitely some correction coming for Bitcoin. I think everybody knows it too. All the professionals know it. There you go. I think all the professionals know Bitcoin is in for a correction.
They're gonna draw back in a minute.
Yeah, it's gonna draw back. I think also all the cryptos that had that big move gonna draw back. Like, we go down to the daily, look how it's just been creeping up. Not really making new highs. I mean, it did, but it don't stay long. So you see the momentum kind of petering out with the moving averages.
I can dig.
And if we go to the daily, we already got a cross.
Bro, I just looked in the screen right quick. I'm like, boy, what the fuck is that on my TV? Shit caught me off guard, bro. Big ass white woman over TV, bro.
Oh shit!
My bad, bro.
No, I'm good, man. I mean, we need to light some shit up, man. I'm good to talk some shit anyway.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you like the hero talk. Why? What I really appreciate, I appreciate you making this shit make sense to me, bro. Yeah. Because I see it on the trading view, and like now I can start to try to make it. How do you make it smaller? So like when I'm looking at Dogecoin, hold on. I might need to just change. What I got? I got 1 hour. I need to change it to a day.
Yeah, so like you can change it to daily, weekly, monthly, 1 hour, 4 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, however you want to do it.
How do I make that chart look smaller though? Like yours, I can see like
zoom. Just roll your mouse, zoom in, zoom out, and if you move your mouse over it, it has like these plus or minus buttons right here too. So if you don't have like a mouse wheel,
yeah,
then you can use the plus or minus clicks.
Yeah, I'm using the goddamn. Oh, hold up.
This is one of my Forex setups.
I got it. Oh, got it.
Bet.
All right, that was
up. The laptop, man. This laptop here, man.
Yeah. I had switched over to the goddamn. The bitch ain't the new. Be very clear, but I switched over to the MacBook Pro.
I might as well get that shit. I got iPhone, huh?
Bro, I swear.
Everything connect on it.
It connect, but it just intuitive. It all
Make
it works how you naturally think. Like you thinking, oh, if I try this, that shit work like that. It real intuitive like that. But I say this though, I wouldn't spend goddamn top dollar just to get whatever model year, cause these motherfucker new features don't be no, they be features, motherfucker. Like, you know, a nigga give you a new color, they'll drop a new color laptop on your ass and charge you $3 bands.
Exactly.
Like my MacBook Pro, I got the 2017. The only difference between mine and the new one is the new one got the little touch bar on it. But I don't need no touch bar. It's a big ass mouse pad on it.
Oh, yeah, you ain't got to. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But that's just shit they do to it though. You know what I'm saying?
Just to get some new, just to make new revenue.
Oh, that one easy to use, man. Let me go buy that one. I got to get the new one.
Right, because a large part of Apple fan base is a cult following of I just want that shit because it's Apple.
I can't fall behind.
Right. They just be wanting the new iPhone out, or I got to get the new iPhone. Like I don't fall into that particular category. I do like the fact that the shit easy to use though.
Yeah, I've been thinking about grabbing a MacBook.
Yeah, because I caught that one on Amazon, bro. I caught that one on Amazon, like Amazon refurbished for about $800.
Okay. Ain't bad.
Ain't bad. How much they go in the store?
Shit. 15.
Nigga, 15. That ain't no pro.
I know.
That pro 2,500.
Yeah, I know.
Dang.
And they want every bit of that 25 too. And then you get your app, and then you go want to get you a case or fucking
wire. Gotta get a case. They spend that much on it. You gotta get a case.
Yeah, man. Everything else gotta be Apple.
You know, get other Apple shit.
Other Apple. That's what I'm saying. Everything gotta be Apple.
You did.
You gotta get
you gotta get an iPad. You gotta get a watch.
Then you get the Pro. The bitch don't got nothing but the USB-C ports. So you gotta get the goddamn adapter,
the dongle,
HDMI, regular USB. All
the Apple cords.
Yeah. So like I mean, like I said, I bought it for the DJ shit, and it worked because it don't know.
Oh, we lost him.
I don't know. He ain't that MacBook yet.
I don't know if he's on his phone or on his MacBook. I think he's on his Mac. I don't know. He definitely froze. I'm gonna remove him until you get back.
Apple just giving y'all props, man. Y'all cut my boy off.
So bro, let me ask you this, man. How do you feel about the verdict? The